Welcome back to Market Making Mondays, episode 14. And in this video, we're going to talk about what to expect for the rest of the year in the month of December and going into the new year. So, you already know how it goes. Run my intro. Hey friends and new traders, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Matt and I teach day traders just like you how to become profitable by teaching different tips and strategies. With that being said, let's get into this one. Let's start off with what happened last month. Real quick for let's go into the actual dollar to see what actually happened. So you see on the monthly chart, the monthly chart for the last 2 months, for the last month, has been starting to pull back somewhat. We have this old high right here, which is a key level where the market is being right now being pulled back to. So that is a level of interest that I have the market going to eventually. And once it hits that level, I do expect some type of I expect the market to bounce off that level, so or to reject that level. We also have this return candle as well, so I expect the market to continue its trend to the upside. And if it does not continue its trend to the upside, we also have a key level down here as well as this forever pay gap right here. So I do expect the market to maybe do something like this, come down, and then possibly pull back to fill this gap right here, and then possibly continue higher within the new year. But for sure, for the rest of the month of December, I do believe that the market is gonna be, the dollar is gonna be declining, and all the other markets are gonna be on the incline, because it's the end of the year. You know, you got the holidays coming up, so people are gonna be spending a lot of money coming into the new year. So that's another reason why the market, these other currencies against the dollar, is going to be rising. So let's take a look at a pair that I trade all the time, New Zealand dollar. So New Zealand dollar, as you can see, for the last month, it's just been on a tear, pulling back to the upside. Maybe remove this for a second so you guys can see. So going towards the upside, I do have a declining trend line as well. As you can see, there's a declining trend line. And if we break it down even further, we do have this weekly gap that needs to be filled, and it also does align with the trend line. So I do expect the market, like I said, you're gonna see the dollar decline. So obviously the New Zealand dollar is gonna continue rising up for the next couple of weeks, for the rest of the month of December, I believe. So we could see possible pullback up to here, and then early in the new year, we could possibly see the rejection of this level and it declining even further. So right now, we're just in a pullback state in the market. So let's talk about what happened this week in the market. So this week in the market, I'm showing you a move that I actually caught. Kind of was moving funny on me, but I still caught a bit of the move. So easy setup. you know, with a trend line, all you pretty much want to do is look for 2 touches on a trend line, and then the third touch is possible entry, right? So I found this. I placed this trend line on the chart, and then pretty much from low to high with the Fibonacci, and perfectly aligned it with the 61 retracement, as you can see. And then all I did was break down the chart to the 1 hour for my entry. So let me go down to the 1 hour right now. Just highlight that for you guys. So going on the 1 hour, and you can see we did get this exhaustion candle right here, and as well as engulfing candle right here. So my entry was pretty much right at the 61.8 retracement, and then it took off. And then for me, I was expecting higher prices. So within the day, the next following day, price declined back and then started consolidating right here, which was a level of support, previous support, as you can see from over here. And it was not breaking that level of support. And then price took off again and then was rejecting this level once again. So for me, it was rejecting the level again. So I just jumped out the trade. I jumped out the trade after and news came also. So this was a 2-day trade. So the first day it rejected, and the second day it rejected again. I'm just like, I'm not waiting. That's where my psychology kicked in, and then bad psychology at that. I was impatient. So I was just like, let me just take something off the table. I took something off. I actually closed the entire trade. Usually I do close like a portion of the trade, but I didn't this time. But no worries. There's always another trade right around the corner. So, and obviously after price came back down, once again touching the support level, it took off. So unfortunately, I was not in that trade, and it's still going to the upside, which it pretty much hit the 61.8 Fibonacci level. So hey, if you were able to catch that trade, kudos to you. Unfortunately, I was not. So today is Friday, December the 2nd. I'm releasing this video on Monday. So for this week setup, what I'm looking for is obviously a retracement. So back to the 4 hour. So pretty much all I did was I made another trend line right here. As you can see, this was my original trend line. Now I place this trend line right here, and I'm looking for a pullback. So once again, just pull out the Fibonacci, and so on Friday, obviously you can see that the market was just in consolidation for Friday. So hopefully early next week we get the pullback, and the pullback does align perfectly with the 61.8 Fibonacci level. So I'm looking for a pullback right here, and this line that I have right here, you can't see it because the color is the same as the Fibonacci. 1 second. Um, so this level right here, this is a daily level. as well. We have this gap right here, and we do have the return candle right here. So this is, and we do have previous support as well right here and right here. So this level right here, the 61.8, is a high level of interest for me next going into next week, or this week, this upcoming week. It's a high level of interest for me. So I will be looking for a rejection of the 61.8. And I do have this level marked off. Is a 1 hour level that needs to be filled. 1 hour candle level that needs to be filled, a forever pay gap. And then we also have it going much higher. This is a weekly level that needs to be filled as well, and it does align with a declining trend line. Let me go down to the weekly to show you guys. So pretty simple, just breaking down the chart. So next week, looking for the pullback right here, and as you can see, it'll just one move to the upside. It needs to be filled right here. There needs to be a down candle coming back. So, and it does perfectly align with everything else. And then we could possibly look for the move to the upside on the weekly level. So, and filling in this gap, and then it does align with the declining trend line. So next week I do expect the dollar to retrace back up a bit and then decline lower, allowing the New Zealand dollar to also decrease and then increase back up. So that is the move I am looking for next week, as well as Euro New Zealand dollar. I do have this trend line going as well, pretty much the same thing. So yeah, so if you look at this pair carefully, it has New Zealand dollar in it. So look at this. So New Zealand dollar, this is correlation. This is opposite correlation. So once New Zealand dollar comes to this level, I'm expecting a decline, right? And this is obviously the opposite I'm expecting to happen. I'm expecting the Euro New Zealand dollar to decline, and then once it gets up here to to continue its trend to the upside, because this is a weekly uptrend. You can see that it broke highs right here and right here. Broke this high, and it also broke this high. So this move right here, pretty much I'm looking at it as a retracement. So for a setup for this, I also have this 4-hour trend line going, and as you can see, the market has been declining as well. So simple Fibonacci retracement. So low to high, I'm expecting a pullback to the 38.2, because there is a support level right here. Around here, there's a support level as well as the moving average. So hopefully I get a rejection candle around here, and then obviously you can see that the 61.8 aligns up perfectly with our weekly trend line. So that's simple how I break down my trades. Just higher time frame analysis, top down analysis, starting from the weekly down to the daily, seeing like levels where it needs to be filled or it needs to pull back to. Is it a pullback, or did it take out a previous high? And then I look for the actual trade setup on the 4-hour, and then my entries always on the 1 hour or even sometimes the 15-minute, depending on how I feel, so, and how confident I am with the trade setup. So I hope this video was insightful. That is Market Making Monday, episode 14. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification button to know exactly when these videos drop. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of y'all day. evening or night, whenever you decide to watch the video. I am out. Peace.